So nice to meet you. You guys, I think I'm pretty normal looking. You know, I think I'm pretty middle. You know, pretty standard, like white girl in her 30s whose biggest sexual kink is being on top sometimes. Yeah, it's like sometimes, right? Sometimes. Let's not go crazy. I'm not an acrobat. But I've been trying to get on top of my health and stuff lately, so I've made a couple of big lifestyle changes to help that along. Big one for me is that I have recently quit smoking. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm from Sydney, that doesn't happen there. Like fucking pussy. Love my hometown. But yeah, I have quit smoking and cigarettes, obviously. Not dick, because... as if, right? Love it. Nom, 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 nom. So good. It's my favourite. I especially love dick, like ladies. I especially love dick, like in here, because like I don't know about you ladies, but like personally, I'm a huge fan of not breathing. So num 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 num. So good after a big meal. It's not a thing. You guys, I live by myself right now, but a few years ago when I was 27, I had to move back in with my parents for a while. That's just a fucking horrendous thing to have to do as an adult, right? And like, don't get me wrong, like they're fine people. It's just, I was 27, which is like way past the socially acceptable age to be living in the room that has I Heart Jonathan Taylor Thomas on the wall. In my hand, not a lot of JTT fans in tonight. That's okay. He was Simba in The Lion King. Don't worry. He was hot. He was a child, but so was I. It's fine. So yes, but I mean, you still can live at home at 27. You just won't be considered an adult, like my society or my mum. Apparently, just never bloody knocked before coming into my bedroom. Now did she? Little scamp. Oh, she got a bit of a fright though, didn't she? She did. Never wanted to borrow my back massager again though, did she? Mm-mm. But I'm really quick at closing my laptop now though, so it's no big deal. I didn't get up to much last year during COVID, but I did do one thing during COVID. I went through a breakup during COVID, which was interesting. Round of applause. Has anyone here ever broken up with someone via Zoom before? Just me? Okay. That was interesting. It was especially fucked because, like, the internet is really shit at my house. So I had to deal with all, like the freezing and the lagging, so it's just a lot of like I'm so sorry. But my mind's made up. But I really just need you to know that it's not you, it's... And that's why I think you should get tested. It's better safe than sorry. Yeah, breakups are fucked. I actually think that the most fucked part of a breakup, though, is the period of time immediately after the breakup, right? And, like, especially when your ex starts dating someone new. Like, everyone handles that situation differently, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, when my exes start dating someone new, I kind of get the instinct to do, like, a bit of a handover. Like, to the new girlfriend, Kind of like when you hand in your 2 weeks' notice at work and you have to train up the person who's replacing you. You're like, oh, hi, Kelly, if I could just borrow you for a second. I'm so glad we get to have this chat before I head on out of this hellhole. I'm just kidding. You're going to love it here. He's great. Anywho, just a quick FYI from me to you. Even though he says he's going to move out of his parents' house, he's not. Also, he desperately wants to do anal. It's pathetic. Okay, have fun. She's going to do great here. She'll have a sore bum, but she'll do great. Good old Kelly. You guys, I'm a naturally, like, a very anxious person, and I'm always, always, like, overthinking things when I don't need to, like, always apologising when I don't need to. Sorry, I didn't mean to look at you just then. And my anxiety tends to kind of like manifest itself in different ways. Main one for me is that I love organisation, like especially admin. Like get me at a spreadsheet, I'm fucking wet. You know what I mean? I love admin so much because like I dominate admin. Like I'm the dom in that relationship for sure. It's like 50 Shades of Grey, but for me that just refers to the colour of the card stock, my vision board. But my favourite type of admin is list making. I love making a list. Do we have any other list makers in tonight? Make some noise. My people. I love it. I love making lists, and I love all types of lists too. Like I don't discriminate. Like I love like a like a to-do list. Like a grocery. Pros and cons. Like a Schindler. Like I love all types of lists. I don't discriminate. But my favourite type of list is the list that I have in my head of all the crazy things that I want to say to my boyfriend, right? And then that list is further subcategorised into two separate lists, right? Sexy. And they are called things I can say to my boyfriend and things I cannot say to my boyfriend, parentheses, because they're fucking psycho. So I'm sure you all do this at home as well. So, for example, something that recently made the can say to my boyfriend list is, hey, when we don't see each other for a few days, I start to feel a bit insecure, which is fine. That's just, healthy communication. Something I recently made the cannot say to my boyfriend, parentheses, because it's fucking psycho list, is, hey, I looked up your ex-girlfriend from 7 years ago on Instagram. She's hot. What the fuck's with that? So... just healthy, just learning. So I'm not a very chill time as a girlfriend, unfortunately, again, because I'm just always overthinking things and stuff. But you know what? I reckon secretly, deep down, my boyfriend loves my anxiety. He's never said anything to indicate that at all. If anything, it's been the exact opposite. But if I'm reading between the lines... I reckon secretly deep down he loves it. I reckon he's like, oh yeah, babe, be more anxious. All right, what are those eggshells? Let me walk on them. Yeah. It's good for my core. But that's just because I do fun little things. I just do fun, quirky things. Like, oh, you said you were going to get here at 6, but you got here at 6:30. Well, guess what? I used that time to make a list of all the people in your life that I think you wish was your girlfriend instead of me. So... Also, I'm crying for no reason. Happy birthday. I'm a delight. Another way my anxiety tends to kind of manifest is that I find it really hard to fall asleep at night, because I've just got these worried thoughts just going round and round in my head, And I think they're universal anxieties. I think they're things that most people worry about, especially now after the year that we've just had. But for example, last night I was up to 4 a.m. It was just this one thought just going round and round in my head. It was like what if one day someone buys me a surfing lesson that I can't get out of? It's terrifying. Another one that pops up pretty frequently is what if one day I accidentally press the search bar on my Instagram in front of someone and they see my most recent searches? Yeesh. It's just my ex's page for me. He's doing well. Happy for him. And this one's a bit more niche, but some of you guys might relate. Is why do stemless wine glasses exist? They're just cups. They're just cups, you guys. We're not fancy. All right, thank you so much. My name's Alex J. Have a good night.